Alright guys, we are heading up to Two Top Mountain today. It's just about 10 miles outside of West Yellowstone. It's kind of like the Idaho-Montana border. We're doing mountain biking today. I have our high bike in the back, e-bike, and we're going to see how far we can go. You can get all the way to the top. There's ATV trails that go all the way up. Basically, it follows the snowmobile trails that we use in the winter. I've never been up here in the summertime. Besides just whatever I can drive with a vehicle. So I've never gone biking up here, but there's a few biking spots. Yellowstone Park isn't really known for mountain biking. They're kind of the good thing for me. Anything that is allowed to bike on, you know, there's Lone Star Geyser, there's Fountain Flat Road, there's Bunsen Peak, kind of Osprey Falls area. You're allowed to have an e-bike on those same trails that you would have a regular mountain bike. So since I have a high bike, it's kind of fun to go in the park, but it's not really that. It's not designed for mountain biking as far as the park goes. Tetons have a lot more biking abilities than Yellowstone, but there's a lot of stuff outside the park. So today we're gonna be outside of Yellowstone. From the top of the mountain here, if we get all the way outside, we'll see into like West Yellowstone, into the park. Maybe I can point out Mount Jackson. And on a nice clear day, we can see Grand Teton from here. So I want to say Tetons are still 60 miles away, but we should be able to see the Tetons from a real far distance. But anyway, we're going to go to a spot called Buttermilk Trailhead, and that's where we're going to start. We'll get the bike out and pack up our lunch, and we'll head out. You can see how pretty the day is. Up to the right there, kind of the high peak. This is called Lion's Head. It's a popular snowmobile trail, more difficult than Two Top. We're going to go off to the left here. You can barely see the front side. It's kind of blocking where Two Top's at, but we're just going up to the left here. I was just taking a video just so we can see where the trailhead starts. And I'm not sure if Jeeps are allowed to go anywhere past the main parking area, like the snowmobilers park, or if we're just have to start right there and start riding from that point. But either way, it's just right around the corner here. The rodeo grounds are just off to the left there. The last little, like, there's one sign for Lion's Head and Buttermilk, but it kind of come up on you. So it's just to the left past it's a Super 8, but I think it changed names. I think someone told me that this thing sold, but the sign still says Super 8 right here. So off to the right is where Lion's Head starts. That's where we usually go up to do our avalanche certification. And this is the parking lot for Buttermilk Trailhead. So in the winter, obviously, it's a very popular snowmobile spot. So I just need to go up here and, yeah, it looks like there's no vehicles. So we're just gonna park with these other two trucks, and we'll get the bike unloaded. All right, yeah, I just read the sign, and 50 inches is the max wheelbase you can have. So side-by-sides ATVs. We're saying like they're right by the road. You probably see a car or two. There goes an RV go flying by. So it's just off the side of the road. So I'm not sure even how far it is to the top of Two Top from here, but hopefully make it to the top. If not, you know, whatever. A nice fun day out in the sun. So we're gonna put our bike together. Put the wheel on and put the battery in. Peel out of here. This is big bear territory, so we are definitely going to be worried about grizzly bears and black bears. Main thing is carrying bear spray. It sucks, you know, you're supposed to go in a group. That's not an option today. It's just going to be me. And mountain bikers have a big disadvantage when it comes to bears because we move a lot faster. We're quieter. You can make noise and yell all you want, but if you're going 20 miles an hour, the bear's right on you. So that's the problem. But the big thing is we can't keep our bear spray in our pack. Like, if it's sitting on our backpack just like this, that is worthless. So we basically strap it to our handlebars, so if the bear's in front of us, without even taking off, we can spray at a charging bear. So, well, hopefully we'll never come to that. I bought this high bike during COVID, 2020. We weren't like in quarantine still, but you couldn't go to bars, you couldn't hang out with a lot of friends, so I decided to get into biking more, and being already in my 30s and out of shape, it was cool. So no hobby to get into, and yeah, there's a lot of biking trails around here, so we decided to get a high bike. It's super nice. I love it. I want to say it's rated to go like 60 miles. Now, we're going up the hill a lot, so we're going to use a lot of assist. So I'm hoping it gets us, 20 miles, and on the way back we can kind of not need the assist at all. But anyway, I'm going to pack my lunch and we're going to get out of here. One last thing of note. This video, if it ever makes it on YouTube or whatever, is brought to you by, I'm not going to use the name, Bug Spray, DEET. I've only noticed 4 or 5 being here. I'm going to be here for a few minutes. So as we're biking, it's not a big deal, but I don't know. It's early July. Mosquitoes are very terrible. They haven't gotten bad in town. Well, they were bad in town. They've gotten better up on top of Horse Butte, where the fire tower is at. Miserable yesterday, 2 days ago. So as we get up higher elevation, it's colder out. I bet it's just as bad. So we're going to musk up here and just pray we don't see a bunch of bugs. So this seems like the last spot a car can come up to if you're coming from the West Yellowstone trailhead. So far it's only been a few puddles here and there. It's a pretty nice trail. Thick though. I mean, there could be a bear 10 yards into the tree line right here. We never see him. So we're going just about 3 miles. I think it's going to take about 8 miles each way, if I remember correctly, to get to the crest. Another little bit to get to the top of the mountain if we're going that far. So far I've only used about 3/4 assist the whole way, and I haven't really had to stand and push too hard. So it's not a challenging trail by any means. Yeah, it's been a lot of this. A lot of puddles. The first trail we were on, there were a lot of stock prints, horse manure and footprints. So that took a little bit of dodging, but not a big deal. There's always things like you're not supposed to wear headphones in the backcountry because, like, you gotta listen for bears. I don't know. I have one in. It's got bare naked ladies on it right now. It's pretty cool. Anyway, it's vastly different from when I'm here in the wintertime. Like, I recognize this spot, kinda, but it's like a full pullout. Like, we don't do that in the winter. But right behind me here is West Yellowstone, so just to the here. There's the town, airport. Let me flip this around so I can actually look at it. So this one lone tree dead center right now. Just to the left of that, there's not many, like, I wouldn't call them peaks by any means, but little dips in the horizon line. That's Mount Jackson, and kind of near Mount Haynes. I think it's Mount Haynes, but that's Yellowstone. Technically, that's Yellowstone. The little town right there, that's west. I mean, right on the border of the park. So this is looking east into the park. Two Top Mountain is just behind these trees here. I don't know how far we got, but we have hit a little bit of snow here, so we're getting there. But yeah, no, it's been fun so far. I'm not sure I want to make it the whole way. It's, you know, a friend just texted me. I should pull the text message out. It's funny. Said, "Sup, stud? Appreciate it." And she said, "Want to do dinner?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm biking up Two Top right now. We'll be back around 5 or 6. She said, "If it's 5 o'clock, then let's go to dinner." And I said, "Ah, that sounds good." And then she texted me back, "Damn, you fit as hell." Yeah, I am. I'm fit as hell to have an e-bike. Let's put it that way. So anyway, we're gonna keep riding. I probably won't film much more unless we get to some big openings. So hopefully let's get to the spot where the sign is for Two Top Mountain, and then we'll decide if we want to go up to the actual peaks or not. Anyway, I literally just said 30 seconds ago that I was gonna not film for a minute, come around the corner, and I get to the Continental Divide Trail. So there's markers all over the place that signal the Continental Divide, and there's hiking trails for quite a bit of it. I mean, from Mexico to Canada, goes through Yellowstone a lot, and then the western border, for the most part, between Idaho and Montana is the divide. So we must be officially into Idaho. If you go up to Glacier National Park, there's actually a thing called Triple Divide Peak. A little bit of, not I'm gonna say controversy, but there's a mountain that the watersheds go from one side to the Pacific, one side to the Atlantic via the Missouri, Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico, and then one goes to the Hudson Bay. So if you include the Hudson Bay as the Arctic Ocean, that's Triple Divide Peak for the continental U.S. There's another route, another mountain, I forget his name, but in Canada that goes due north to the Arctic Ocean, Pacific, and then the Hudson Bay as well. So I don't know. I say Montana takes claim to Triple Divide, but you know, anyway, keep going. This drastically did not feel like the same trail we ride snowmobiles on. I thought I would expected like some of the turns to be recognizable, some of the trees. Until I get to where I can see a mountain or town. Like, I guess behind us looks familiar now, but then again, I know exactly where we're at. I'm gonna go lay in the snow. Oh, one more hill. Look at all that snow still. Holy jumping. All right. I feel like I've earned full assist on this one. I've gone 8 miles so far, so that's not bad. Oh God. Full assist is stupid fun. Taking 8-10 miles an hour. Oh, gotta stand a little bit. Hey, snow. Oh shit. Whew, spun tires. Oh, there's a sign. Woo! There's bear grass up here too, I think. I'm not the best at what flowers are called, but I want to say this is bear grass. Alright, here we are. 8.1 miles from the trailhead. I don't know, maybe you see that. Holy shit. I love this about our signs. This is obviously a snowmobile sign. You're expected to read it from up there. Oh yeah. You are here. You can read that if you want to. So, this is Two Top Mountain. So, it crashed twice. We might go up there, who knows. This is the backside of the loop. You rake this, it goes right into Big Springs. You go to Mesa Falls. This winter, we're gonna make videos of Mesa Falls and Big Springs on a snowmobile trip for sure. And then these trees down here, I'm gonna link, you know, I got 6 months till I can start doing snowmobiles again, but remember these trees, because we're gonna make a nice video about the ghost trees down here. Maybe I'll snap one photo and put it on there. Straight ahead, can I make this? Yeah, way in the distance there is Sawtell Mountain. So let's ride up just a little bit. I don't know if we're gonna ride all the way up there because my caffeine intake's a little low-ski. God, I want to see some bear grass. Anyway, I'll ride up until I don't ride no more, and then we'll see the whole place. I made it to the top. That is 2 times right over, so not really a trail to get up there. You can hike up there, but not like a bike trail or anything. So this is where everyone stops. This is looking out north, Madison Range off to the left, Hebgen Lake, my house. And then there's West Yellowstone right down there. So we started only about maybe 100 feet higher elevation than where town's at. So we gained quite a bit. All right, time to get down off the mountain. All right. Well, we're running down the mountain now. ATV's coming up, but I had to place myself up there for like 20 minutes. A couple people left. They were worried about the storms, and I don't know, there's clouds, but it's been fun. But anyway, down the hill now. Love it. Pull over, wait for this guy to go by. How are you guys? Yeah. I'm gonna say that's the hardest part. Because the show was pretty well defined. But, whew. All right, well, that's basically it. I mean, we're gonna shoot some things on the way down, but that was Two Top. About 9.6 miles from Buttermilk to the spot we stopped at and put that time lapse on. It took me about 2 hours. I stopped a lot. So it took me, an hour to get home. I'm gonna be flying. Probably flying too fast not to be wearing a helmet, but I forgot mine today. So keep the wheels on the ground, right? Anyway, cool. Well, we're gonna take a few. I don't know. We'll take some establishing shots on the way down. But this has been fun. I kind of was worried, not worried, but like I've only taken the e-bike out on smaller mountain trails in the park. I kind of bought it for when we go in the park in the springtime before the roads open for wheel traffic. And I guess again when they close for wheel traffic in the fall and doesn't open for snowmobiles, if the road is clear, you're allowed to bike in the park on the roads. There's a few exceptions. You can't go to Old Faithful in the springtime because the area is like a bear management area. But you can go from West Yellowstone to Madison, Norris to Mammoth, no problem. So my thought was like, oh, I'll buy an e-bike and I can get all the way to, like, to Norris and back, which I've definitely done before. I've done 60 miles in one day, right in the, right into this bike. But um, I need to use it more. Like, it's a mountain bike. I need to be using it out here in this stuff. Like, I'm gonna come up here 5, 6 times this year. This is fun. Yeah, I have half a battery left, and so I was using 3/4 assist the whole way. I think the very end I used full assist, or there was one hill down here where I was like, not today, and I put on full assist to get up it. But I easily could have ridden full assist the whole way up here, and then had 20% left right now, and most of this is downhill the way back. So this bike can definitely do the 20 miles. Somewhat aggressive mountain climbing. So, yeah, good times. All right, guys, made it back. One piece, no bears. Couldn't have been better. Saw a lot of people. Some people I knew, actually. Pretty fun. So, yeah. It took me about 3 hours and 45 minutes, maybe, through the whole thing. And it was just a shade under 18 miles round trip. So, not bad at all. It is time to go back to town, all right? See ya.